Hello, everyone. It is 3:13 p.m. and welcome to your daily Detroit live stream. I am Jared Stays coming to you from our studio at Corktown, and joining me is none other than the indefatigable Prince of Brightmoor, Norris Howard. How are you?
You already know what it is. The West Side has returned back to Daily Detroit.
We are evenly balanced here, East Side and West Side.
That's right. Today we are. Sometimes we're not, but
the force always balances itself out, though.
Yes, yes. And I am the one who is destined to bring balance to the force.
How's everyone doing? It's good to see you. Welcome
to the show. I hope y'all doing great, man, because it's cold.
Remember, it's so cold in the D.
It's so cold in the D. Producer Adam, have you seen that before? This is a vital part of Detroit culture, so we're going to have to share this with you one day.
One day. We can't necessarily air
today.
It because, you know,
we can't air
Beavis and Butthead had to pay licensing for it.
When it came back, yeah.
Yeah, when it came back, they put it on there, but it was pretty.
It's so cold in the D.
That video and the shakiness and everything. Like nowadays, people will be like, "That's AI." There's no way. There's no way that's real.
It's peak 2000s.
Yes,
it's peak mid 2000s.
You know what else is peak mid 2000s? The interior of Motor City Casino.
Yeah, also true.
I was at an event there.
Also true.
I was like, "Wow, this
was
place."
You there to see? Was you there to see? Like an R&B show at was that Soundboard? Was you there to see like Casey and JoJo?
No, no.
Okay.
Torgo and Duggan.
Oh, okay,
I was at an economic club meeting.
Okay, you weren't there to hear no 90s R&B.
Oh, that would have been good though.
Yeah,
that would have been good. No,
you weren't there to see Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas supposed.
No, I heard about how carjackings went down from 750 to 75.
That's
a year.
Precipitous.
That's precipitous.
Yeah.
But not as fun. You know what? You know who else had good beats? The Instagram of our mayor-elect Mary Sheffield announcing
she got married. Yep. Congratulations.
Over at the Godfrey Hotel, she says.
The most black-coated new hotel in all of Detroit.
Okay. Is it the Godfrey or the Cambria?
She had events at the two black-coated hotel spaces of
That's
Detroit.
Right.
Cambria and Godfrey.
Yeah. Okay. So
Mary knows where her bread is buttered.
What makes those hotels black coated?
It's real hard to describe sometimes.
Because when I walk in there, I'm like, yes, this is.
But you know it.
Is.
You know it when you feel it.
It hits immediately.
It's when you go somewhere and you see black folks, but you see a certain type of black folk, right? Like you see like it may not be always just Detroit. You'll see some smatterings of Southfield in there. You'll see some smatterings of,
people who've come down from the Farmington Hills.
People who've come down from Farmington Hills. You'll see, you won't see as much denim, but if you do see denim, it's designer denim.
Or it'll be the lost white guys like me wandering through.
But
we do.
But it's a verified white guy usually.
Fair.
It's usually a verified white guy. It's not just like a random, tad. It's a verified white guy.
So, are you telling me the Godfrey and the Cambria don't really have many tads and chads?
No tads and chads. Not a lot of finance bros. Like, okay,
when I went to the opening of both of those things, I felt that immediately when I went in. Like, oh, this was done around black people.
It's got something to do with the decor too. Sometimes
it's like classy and like elegant, but with more of a nod towards modern.
Yes. You'll never see pink for some reason. If it's a black-coated space, you'll almost never see pink, which is crazy because it's not like we got a boycott against pink or something.
I mean, come on. Pink bathrooms are pink and black bathrooms.
Everywhere.
I'll never forget.
Classic Detroit.
Detroit City Council member Komane Young Jr. doing Instagram videos out of the pink bathroom. I'll never forget that.
But he did it to show it's the imagery. It's not always about the words; it's the imagery sometimes. But
for sure.
Yeah, Cambria and Godfrey are black coated spaces. You see a lot of black weddings in there, and congratulations to Mayor-elect Sheffield. And also, it needs to be said how intelligent it is to probably not say nothing about being engaged until after you've already won.
Yeah, I mean, there was no. What was it? Husband elect?
No, there was no fiance elect. None of that. None of that, man. So now
Was that a joke between them, maybe?
maybe, but now he get to kick back and be the first husband of Detroit
And the first husband,
and the first husband.
which is historic in
He's
itself.
he's made history. He's made history.
Yeah.
This brother. So congratulations to that whole family. Is she still? I wonder if she's gonna hyphenate or just stay Mary Sheffield.
I mean, she's the mayor.
And she can do what she wants. Any woman can do what they want.
I know.
I'm just curious. Maybe I'll ask.
I feel, all right. I'm not gonna suppose.
No, I'm gonna ask.
Okay.
It's not that important. It's just
You're just curious.
just curious. Yeah, I don't know.
There were some people who were talking to me about like, oh, are you going to cover the engagement or whatever? I'm like, we'll mention it, but I would love somebody to do like have you seen those like influencers who are really good at fashion wear?
Yeah.
That understand dresses and all that.
Yeah.
I want to talk to somebody like that. I don't want to talk about some whatever sideline stuff. I would love to have a conversation, even though I know nothing about like the dress and decor choices, because they were very on point.
They were.
But I want to talk with somebody who knows what they're doing.
But I mean, think about the A1 plug you get for your business for being the person that decorated the mayor of Detroit's wedding.
That's fair.
I mean, talk about a gold star, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So
That's true.
I think it's a big deal. But look, I love weddings.
Really?
I love weddings.
What? That
I think
surprises me.
Weddings are so awesome.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, I think they're dope. I like going to people's weddings, even though I haven't been to many because it's too expensive for most people to get married. So that's why it's a super special.
That's right. That
occasion.
is the difference between like the like 8 years between us.
See, yeah,
that is the difference.
You've lived through almost.
I've lived through
everybody
weddings,
you know.
divorces, and then weddings again.
That's what I'm saying. So a lot of the people, even my age, are not married. But the few people I know, the few weddings I have gone to, are always a blast. They're super fun. You get to see people you haven't seen in a long time.
That wave ended for me 10 years ago, right? And now I'm at the second.
You're in the second phase.
I'm in the second phase. There's usually like half-grown kids.
See, yeah,
that kind of thing.
now there's plenty of people I know who are just on marriage number one or getting ready to be on marriage number one.
Okay. Legit question.
Yeah.
Can I do a living in sin list? Like, do you have to get married to do like some sort of registry? Like when you move in with somebody?
I mean,
I'm asking for a friend.
At a certain point, it's just a common law marriage. So,
Right, like if you're in a steady thing with somebody, you're moved in together, but marriage for whatever reason.
that's just a housewarming. Nah. Because
housewarming gifts?
the way housewarming, it has to be housewarming. Because the thing.
So just label it housewarming.
Just label it
for
a
a friend.
housewarming. Yeah. Because the thing is,
Because my friend needs silverware. Like,
you
because my
gotta-
friend is still eating. That friend is me. My friend is still eating like with forks from the gas station that were like flat pressed from that gas station in Hamtramck.
No. You got to
Because I need forks. I have no forks.
Just do a housewarming.
Okay.
Yeah, just do a housewarming and call it that. Because you can't do a registry.
No.
You can't.
I'm
do
not
a
trying to call it
registry.
that. I can't. I need to afford forks.
Yeah, you can't do a registry, and you want nice forks. You don't want Dollar Tree forks.
I don't even have Dollar Tree forks. I have gas station and Hamtramck forks.
That's what I'm saying. You
They
don't
were
want
like
that.
bundled up with like twist ties. I think they probably stole I'm not saying they stole the forks, but they could be secondhand forks for all I know.
It's true. Hey, listen.
Sketchy forks.
They could be sketch forks. My thing is, listen, man. If you want to get people to give you free stuff for your house, you got to give them a good reason. The reason why you can't do a registry.
Housewarming party.
Yeah, the reason why you can't do a registry is because when you get married, you telling us that you about to spend money on us, so we about to spend money on you.
Gotcha.
Right?
And I can't.
Weddings-
I can't afford to spend money on myself.
Yeah, because weddings are not for.
Because if I could, I would, but I can't.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm in the same boat you are. That cohort is I've never been married.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But like I can't afford that right
Weddings,
now.
the wedding is fun, man.
For sure.
It's fun, man. But it's not for you. The wedding is not for you. When
No.
you are the one getting married, the wedding is not for you. You spend that whole week, really that whole like 3-month run up, stressed out.
Oh, I've been the best man at weddings, and I've been on that team.
Expensive. Yeah, you got to be on the wedding team.
Yep.
And
I've been on the wedding team.
Yeah,
The
it's-
logistics.
Yep.
The nervous groom.
nervousness. See, I was not a nervous groom. That's dumb to me.
I mean, I was never a groom, so I don't know. But
I'm
I have
saying, like,
supported nervous grooms.
The concept of being a nervous groom is stupid to me. And I'm saying that out loud. I don't care.
Well, you're either in or you're out.
That's my point.
You're either in or you're out.
Is this your person? Are you sure about this decision you're making or not?
Right.
And if you're not, then we shouldn't even get this far. You shouldn't have even asked. Why'd you even ask if you're unsure?
That's fair.
Right?
Wow. I hope no one calls off weddings in the comments.
That's not my problem. I love y'all still.
Stina's in the chat.
What's up, Stina?
Oneida Forks. Oneida. Oneida?
I don't know. I
think
forks
that's a brand of forks.
I got my forks from Crate and Barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got my forks from.
Actually, that's what you should do.
I got my forks from Canfield in 75.
Take a trip and go out to Canton and go to the Crate and Barrel outlet, and they have forks for like $1.
Ooh.
Yeah. I got like a whole plate, saucer, bowl, like 25 of them. You know how much it was? $15.
Crate and Barrel outlet in Canton. Okay.
Right next to the IKEA.
Would that be a hashtag pro tip? Do we even use hashtags anymore?
We don't.
Okay.
Yep. Zillennial.
Some of the best hashtags were the ones that weren't serious. Like when the hashtag was really long.
I hated hashtags, personally. Still do.
People still think that they do stuff.
They don't.
No. But good to see you, Stina.
They don't. Yeah. Nah, listen, good to see you, Stina. Good to see everybody out there in the digital world and everybody listening at home, whether you be on your commute to pick them kids up or you just wrapping up your work day. Doesn't matter. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. We went on the air at 3:13 to help you get home on your Tuesday.
Yeah, man, and rock with it too, man. Like put it in, you know what I'm saying? Put the show on while your kids is riding. Maybe they'll hear some vocabulary words that
we try to be pretty good actually about the vocabulary words.
Yeah, they'll hear some vocabulary words and they'll be able to take them back to school and use them in their little book reports. Do kids still do book reports? I don't know.
Mr. Duckett, I load up on Chipotle forks. Hashtag pop. Ha!
Okay, first of all,
that's brilliant.
Let me explain something to you. All right, it's one thing to call it poverty. It's another thing to be intelligent. They give you mad free silverware that you don't use, right?
But are they the good forks? Because plastic forks, okay, I imagine they're plastic, but are they like the floppy kind?
No, they're good.
Because I get the floppy ones when I go get the New York Gyro over there in Hamtramck, which is really good. One of the few things you can get. I got to do a list of all the things you can get for $10 or less. Or this is one of them. But when you get the fork, you got to use your own fork because the fork flops. So is the Chipotle fork good?
It's a good quality.
With like the reinforcement?
Yeah, it's a good quality. And you keep it.
You know who has really good takeout ware? It's Bail Bob.
I'll never take out. It's too good to not eat right then and there.
See, I think it's the perfect takeout food. It's also the perfect food to buy like on the shelf off of the co-op or whatever.
I'm sure it is.
Because it reheats perfectly. I don't know all the magic, but it feels like a lot of things that they have.
Because it's like...
You just heat it up and it's good to go.
Because it's real food, Jer.
It's amazing. I saw that sneak peek on social media of Waka and Eastern Market in the old Russell Street deli space.
I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait because that's closer to me. Like I now have Marrow closer to me, and then I'll have Waka closer to me.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have so much stuff that's just Eastern Market is gonna be closer to me, and then there's
Eastern Market's gonna be closer to you.
No, I'm saying so
Are
much
you
stuff,
moving Eastern Market?
So much stuff that's
the force
in
of your personality?
Eastern Market that is now going to be closer to me. Is what I was trying to say. The words weren't wording.
I'm gonna ask you about this later, but you know what else is close to you?
What's that?
A new statue.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. A lot of people have feelings on it.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people have feelings on it.
I went to an event and I got hissed at by someone for
that
posting
person's miserable. And I'm saying it out loud. Don't care.
It was beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of artistry. I'm going to stand by that 100%.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to watch it get delivered. That was really, really cool.
I was in Eastern Market. I went to Marrow in the market for a birthday thing for somebody. And I drove past the statue and people were taking pictures of the statue. That's the purpose of it. Like that it's there. It's a piece of public art. That's what it's supposed to do.
And we will talk about it later.
We'll talk about it more, yeah.
But my father was an artist, and I'll mention this in the recording portion. and he was a sculptor. One of the things he told me is that art makes you feel something.
And if it don't, it sucks.
Right. Whether you hate it or love it, the fact that made you feel something is what defines it as art.
Mission accomplished.
Yep.
Mission accomplished, because the opposite of love is not hate. It's indifference.
Oh, I feel like I know that well.
Yeah. But anyway, we got mad show.
We do.
To share with y'all. And I'm really excited because this is often one of the highlights of my week.
Mr. Duckett, is that statue controversial? Yes.
Depends on who you're talking to.
Depends on who you talk to, yes. Yes. To a number of people,
Depends on who you talk to.
I was told that I was not doing, like, I've gotten lots of positive reactions and lots of strong negative reactions. I still stand by the work. The conversation we had, I stand by that as a good conversation that you haven't. If you haven't listened to it on our YouTube channel or whatever, or our podcast, you should listen to it. It's a great conversation. And I stand by the video of the landing that did 1.5 million views, which I think is part of why it's gotten so much conversation going.
I'm gonna say this right now. Number one, great job at promoting that episode, because it was great. It was very good. Go check it out. But don't justify your decision to do the story, because there's no way that somebody can be talking about doing something in the city of Detroit for 10 years, actually get it done. And
15 years.
That's what I'm saying. And then, like, we just not supposed to talk about it? It's in one of the most visible, centrally located areas and neighborhoods of the entire city. Hundreds of thousands of people will see this statue, especially once it warms back up and the market reopens for the springtime.
Yeah.
Like,
and I bet people in the comments were like, well, is the actor going to show up? Oh, geez, it's slipping my mind.
It's Peter something, isn't it?
Peter, yeah. I believe he will.
I mean, that would be cool. He doesn't have to.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't have to. Peter Weller.
Weller, yeah.
Yeah,
I got to think that might happen.
I think it'd be cool.
It'll be very cool.
Yeah, he doesn't have to, but I think it'd be cool. But yeah, it's controversial to some people. Why it's controversial? Don't know. I don't know. But
well, I mean, that's something we'll get into.
We'll get into it
in the show. So if this is your first time here, welcome to Your Daily Detroit. This is our live stream edition where we do a live stream recording of our regular podcast that usually airs unless something comes up. Last week, we had a water main break in the studio.
That happens.
Not in the studio, but in the building. And so it shut down the building. So we were behind on our schedule. So we apologize. We really hate to miss episodes. But what we do here is we record our episode that goes out to thousands of people. Help me. What do you need over here? Oh, this is ridiculous. This man needs a plug.
Thank you. You saw me struggling.
I know, but I was talking to the people.
Yeah, but it helped me. Anyway.
So what we do with this is we live stream record our podcast that goes out to thousands and thousands of people on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to shows. We do this because it's a great way to engage with you all. It's a great way to see you all and have you see us, because it doesn't really make sense for us to do a video edition every day. Not at this point, and not with our volunteer crew here that we do. This is not a large operation. I like to refer.
If you want more, support us by joining our Patreon.
Exactly. There have been people. I was at an event the other night where they were like, "Oh, you must have this whole organization." I'm like, our budget. You can't even buy a car with our budget that we run this thing on. Okay, you can't even buy a car. We make this thing happen through a lot of pushing through and making things happen. So if you want to see more, let us know. Also support us. But we do this live in front of people so that you can get to know us, build trust in the community. We do this right here in our studio that's at Cass and Burroughs. You can check it out. You can send me a message, dailydetroit@gmail.com, or come to one of our get-togethers. We haven't put one together for December because of the holidays, but we will definitely do one in January. So we do this in front of you all, and I want to encourage conversation. So if you are watching live, throw your comments in there. We will address them at the end of the show, unless it's something we can do on the fly, because a lot of our listeners are listening to this without that chat. And so if we go, "Hey, chat," in the middle of the audio, it'll be very disorienting. And then we'll hang out for a while, talk about stuff. I know there's some stuff that we're not going to talk about in this episode. I know that there is a District Detroit community meeting tonight at 5:30. We'll keep an eye on it later on, not on this live stream, but we'll keep an eye on it. I'm not going to really reference that in the episode because I don't know exactly what they're going to talk about. Yeah, so we'll get into it. As I said, leave your questions in the chat and, talk amongst yourselves. And we'll get started here. We got a big rundown.
I want to see y'all arguing in the chat with each other.
About what?
I don't know. Just whatever you feel. When the chat talks to each other, I am most happy.
For a project, there's going to be a lady Fezzy. She needs a name for a project that's coming up.
All right, so y'all can figure out a name. I'm named after my dad, so my family's not great at that whole naming thing.
Aren't you like the third?
I am.
So that didn't just happen once.
No, twice.
Your dad was named after his dad, right?
Correct.
So there's like a theme here.
Yeah. And my brother's name is very similar to mine. Very similar.
Does that third thing go down only through men traditionally?
It doesn't have to.
I haven't heard too many of the thirds.
No, I mean, traditionally, yes, but that's misogynistic, so there's no real reason.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, let's say if, I had a son and then my son had a daughter.
Right.
Right. She could name her son after me. Or, if I had a daughter and didn't have a son, like, she could then name her kid my grandkid, and he would be the fourth.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, could you have a daughter and like name them the second?
Yeah.
Like if they name it after your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could totally do that. I actually met one girl and she was a junior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm open to all of it.
Yeah, she was Denise Jr.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get
Listen,
into
there are no rules. Here's what people need to realize about all this stuff. There are no rules. People tell you there's rules. There's no rules.
Except I need to have a housewarming party and not a living in sin registry.
Right. But that's
a
only
living
because
sin registry would be funny.
But that's only because actually there are no rules. Do what you want. Do it.
But I'd like to optimize for forks.
But you should name it that. You should name Jared's
#poverty. I'd like to optimize for forks.
#poverty. Jared's living in sin registry.
And Mr. Duckett will show up with a giant vat of Chipotle forks.
Bag
and I will love it.
Of Chipotle forks.
Oh my God. Chipotle bags of Chipotle forks. Like bring like five. That would be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. 1213. Good morning.
Senor Don't Say Tracy.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Why did I say good morning? I have not had any idea what time it is all day. I woke up.
It's definitely not morning if you look outside.
No. All right. Shall we do a show?
We shall.
All right. We'll get recording here on the audio side. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to your daily Detroit, sharing what to know and where to go in Southeast Michigan. I am Jer Stays, coming to you from our studio in Techtown. Joining me is none other than the excellent Prince of Brightmoor, Norris Howard. How are you?
Nobody cared until I put on the crown. But now I'm here and the West Side is back.
I feel like, were you listening to some music today or something? That was very declarative. I like it.
I listen to music every day. What are you saying?
Well, I'm saying, is there a specific track?
No.
I feel like this is something like Big Sean or someone would say.
No, I mean, I got my Spotify Wrapped back just like everybody else, and I wasn't surprised by anything in it. Listen to a lot of clips, a lot of Freddie Gibbs.
Okay.
A lot of that kind of stuff, a lot of, new jazz. Stuff like that. So, maybe there's something permeating through me right now. My confidence at all-time high.
Well, we're going to go through a lot of stories around town, but first let's talk about where we have been, Norris.
Yeah, so I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly. Saxies?
It sounds like a department store.
Like Saks Fifth, right? But the new bar at the basement of Gillies, Saxies.
I want to go check this out.
It's a really cool place.
So it's worth it to go.
Yeah, so apparently this has been built to strongly resemble the bar that Dan Gilbert's dad used to own back in the day. Up by, I think they said it was like Woodward in 7 or something like that years ago. So it's very 1970s ish, wood paneling everywhere, a lot of Formica. Feels like basements. Like if you grew up in Metro Detroit, it feel like your friend's mom's basement.
Basement bar is a theme in Metro Detroit. I usually see them in like Macomb County.
Mm-hmm.
I think about when you go there. We've mentioned Frank's and Mount Clemens.
Yep.
I think about, what is not in a basement, but
feels like a basement.
It's not called that anymore. It was called Tipsy McStaggers.
Yep.
Over there by the GM plant. There's a bunch of Bugsies. Back in the day, it's not open anymore. Augie's in Madison Heights. Now can even just talk about downtown. You can even just talk about what's the one in the vault over there on Shelby. Oh yeah,
that's a basement bar. I mean, listen, we got a lot of them around here, but Saxy's was really cool. I had basically what was a boozy root beer float, had like a lot of sarsaparilla in it. It was delicious. Cool spot, cool vibe. Word to the doorman out there, because everybody was booked up, but he hooked me up. And also, I like the fact that it has a doorman. So it not a security guard, a doorman.
What's the difference?
Well, a security guard is a guy who he got on tactical gear of some sort. You know what I'm saying? He's coming from some large security group. And, he's not necessarily there to represent the bar. He's there to make sure the bar doesn't get robbed or people don't do stupid stuff. The doorman is there to increase the vibes of the place before you even get in. So my man was suited and booted, 3/4 length coat, nice hat, button-down shirt, classy.
When I go to Saxy, should I go in 70s gear? Should I dress up in a 70s vibe?
I don't want you to do that anywhere. I don't want you to do that at all. Nowhere in Detroit ever.
Just unbutton the shirt.
I don't want that.
Chain,
I don't want that. No,
I
don't with the hamburger meat out. No, we don't want that. Do not want, in any stretch of the imagination. Fezzy is so upset. I can't believe that just happened, and I wanted to end. Anyway, Saxy's was cool. Check it out.
Oh, well, where I've been was I went to Merry Midtown, which was packed.
Yeah, how'd it go?
It seemed like it went very well, and I checked out friends of the show and sponsors City Bird and Nest.
We love y'all for that.
Oh, very much so. Got a couple of things for a holiday party. A very good tray, a Michigan-themed tray, was very nice. Ran into some listeners, which was doubly awesome to run into folks coming out there.
We love to run into the listeners out in the streets, man. So if you are a listener, please do not, first of all, don't run up on me. But feel free to say, hey, Norris, love you on the show. It's great. Enjoy listening to you guys. We love that.
Yeah.
We love that. And not from an ego point of view. It just lets us know that, we're not out here by ourselves screaming into the eternal void.
It was so good to see so many people out, even though, it wasn't officially Noel night. Doing this as a retail thing. I really encourage people to go check out City Bird and Nest whenever you have the chance. All kinds of great gifts. Every time I go there and I've tried to find something, I would say this even if it wasn't, they didn't support us. It's really good. It's just so cute. Whether it's little plants or ornament selection or glasses, all that stuff. There are a few things I need to get for a party. It was all right there. The cards. Don't forget the cards. They're really good.
And both of those stores are great for what I like to call putting the finishing touches on your spot. You get your furniture and you get your TV and you get your really important things, your couch and all that, rugs. But then it's but I got bare walls, or I need a placemat.
Or your
my table.
Bookshelf looks empty.
My bookshelf looks too empty, even though I have books in it. I need something to go on top of the bookshelf or around it or whatever. Those places are great to get those, small things that really make your spot feel like home. Definitely check it out.
100%. You'll be able to check that out. That is on West Canfield.
That's right.
Which
right across the street from Jolly Pumpkin over there.
Yep. Third Man Records, Shinola, all that stuff's right there. So much good. There's like so much good stuff like right around there. If you like want to wander around, and if you want to say walk by some cool old houses, you can go down that one leftover brick street that's Canfield continues.
It's so funny, man, because when I was when I was at Wayne State, they had just started work on that area, and even the Auburn, that apartment building right there, sort of perpendicular from it. That wasn't there. It was just a lot and that radio tower.
That's right.
It was just the radio tower. So to see that area specifically be so revitalized and have so much activity, definitely slide down there and check it out. It's kind of one of the. It was kind of one of the first corners to really pop off in Midtown when everything was coming back. And so it's great to see that it's still going strong. So City Bird, Ness, go check it out.
Are you ready to do the news?
I'm ready.
Excellent. All right. The Michigan Strategic Fund has approved incentives for a new company on Detroit's Riverfront. Maryland-based defense contractor Echelon received a $10 million performance-based grant and a 5-year, 100% state assessment exemption. They plan to create 800 jobs and make a $71 million investment to acquire the 420,000 square foot Icon building on the Detroit Riverfront, currently owned by Dan Gilbert's Bedrock. It will be transformed into, quote, a multifunctional innovation and workforce development hub, unquote, for product development, cybersecurity, and advanced manufacturing. Now, this used to be the old training facility. Mm-hmm. It has been kind of an albatross for a while. Not sure what we're going to do with it. This could be huge. These are going to be well-paying jobs in the city. I like that it's cybersecurity. I like these kind of things. I know that a few listeners have raised concerns to me about defense contractors, but I'm going to tell you something that you may not realize. They're already all over here. We are on the border. They're like flying in the skies. Like
you see them all the time.
It's not a high-key presence, but it's all over here because of that border crossing already.
Yeah, it's an international border. It is one of, if not the busiest international, it's definitely the biggest land border crossing, busiest land border crossing for trade in North America. So listen, this investment fundamentally is something that will revitalize parts of that area. As you said, that building is a complete albatross. Nobody was using it. It's a massive facility. It is huge.
A massive, almost purpose-built facility, which has made it difficult to be anything but kind of this kind of hub and campus.
Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting to see if the people that come here decide that they want to stay in the city. That's always going to be the sort of canary in the coal mine, if you will. But listen, you got to create the premises to make people make that decision, right? And by being so close to the villages, by being so close to even the points, I know that's not the city proper, but even being close to the points is going to be really important for people who work in this building, and that's just going to be a better situation for most of the county. It's a good thing. People are going to be here, high paying jobs, paying taxes. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, it distributes some of that work too. Macomb County is historically a very big defense contractor center. It being on the east side is good. It's going to be interesting to see if there's any more infrastructure that's put in. I would love to see more east side. This is very self-interested of me, but I would love to see more east side connections down Jefferson. That's where they're, say they're going to do that BRT, that bus rapid transit pilot. Very interesting stuff. All right, on the food side, Street Beat is going to open in Corktown this Thursday. Street Beat Brick and Mortar is located in the former Bobcat Bonnie space on Michigan Avenue. The menu has plant-based versions of Southern Diner Classics, Tex-Mex. I also know that they do like a lot of like fast food, like imitation stuff that's fun. The menu rotates around a bit. The restaurant will be dine-in and include a walk-up carry-out window. I'm hoping to get in there for the open. I know a lot of people are excited because vegan food is something that a section of our listeners are very much into. Future plans include a full bar, coffee counter, brunch, and a nostalgic video gaming zone called Off-World Arcade. And that full bar question answers something that some of the listeners have said, is that what are they going to do with the liquor license? So it sounds like they're going to use it.
You'd be dumb not to. I mean,
although although making drinks for a vegan audience is different. You got to be careful with your ingredients and everything.
Yeah, not as much as you would think. You can get away with it. You just can't use a lot of whipped stuff. But even then, they got oat milk whip and stuff like that. It's not as difficult as it used to be, 5-10 years ago. But listen, Street Beat, y'all have heard me on this show, or if you're new to the show, I'm gonna tell you right now, Street Beat has been one of the most storied and also at the same time one of the most infamous restaurants, definitely down here in what I like to call the Golden Triangle, the downtown, midtown, Corktown sort of area. Got huge during the pandemic, huge. It was one of the few vegan carry-out spots that you could go to. It blew up. I mean, it was in there in 3rd Street Bar, where they started at. Had a number of pop-ups, and it just felt like they just kind of couldn't get it together to stay open for 6, 12, 24 months. And then finally, they returned after a few years to 3rd Street. They were solid. Bobcat Bonnie's unfortunately ended up closing, and now they saw an opportunity. And listen, I really want us to go and support this spot because, again, as you said, Jared, vegan food is really difficult to find even now. And that vegan comfort food thing specifically is difficult to find.
And so often vegan food is almost exclusively in wealthier areas. Yep. And not that Corktown is on the come up.
It's wealthy for Detroit.
It's wealthy for Detroit, but it's like not what you would, a normal place for that, right?
Yeah.
So it being centrally located, hopefully it brings in a lot of people that can make it sustainable, because that's something I hear all the time in the feedback. And we're going to address another piece of feedback too. Vegan places, movie theaters, these are the things that people are like, oh, this is what I really need. Well, here you go.
Well, but also go spend your money.
That's the key.
That's at the end of the day, go spend your money, because listen, if you are somebody now, there was a point in time where Street Beat was open and I was living in Canton. I made the drive.
Yeah.
I made the drive. So for people who are wondering about a movie theater in the city of Detroit, people who want to go to Street Beat, come down here, drive, make the commitment, make a day out of it. Why not?
And Corktown's going to be a little bit easier for you to park in.
Yeah, typically. So come on, do it.
All right. A listener has spied in our I Spy column. Mocha and Company is coming soon to the Lewis Camper Building. That's right next to
Club Blue
and Capitol Park.
Yeah.
Speaker Box is on the same block. There's Canal right there. Well, there is a coffee shop-a-palooza in Capitol Park now.
Yeah, there is.
Desert Oasis. There's so much stuff. But this place is in the Lewis Camper Building, which is, and it's on that street between Washington Boulevard and Capitol Park.
Griswold.
No.
Oh, it's the other way.
Grand River.
Yes, Grand River. No, Grand River runs this way.
Grand River comes because the buses come in.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're right. It's crooked.
Right,
I forgot it's crooked. It's crooked. I forgot it's crooked. And by the way, I thought of the wrong building. It's not next to Club Blue. You have it right. There's something else going up next to Club Blue, which is going to be a Southern restaurant. That's going to be right there on Woodward, in between that business incubator right there and Club Blue. That was that vacant part right there. So they got some signage up talking about a Southern restaurant. But listen, Mocha Company, another coffee spot.
Yemenis. So that's different.
Yep, a little bit different. Here's my thing, all right? And I'm half a controversial take. Capitol Park is good on coffee, I think.
Okay.
Oasis, awesome. Speaker Box, awesome, but different from Oasis.
Canal.
Sweet Treats, different from both of them, right? So there's different reasons to go to all three, right?
One could argue that Mocha & Co. is different than the others.
I see. To me,
for that Yemeni style over-the-top pot coffee, if that's your jam.
Maybe. I personally think open a coffee spot on the other side of Woodward for a change and put it somewhere in that area, Brush or near Greektown or around that area, because as it stands right now, there's just a Dunkin' over there.
That's true.
So there's really kind of not a great spot. You got to walk across half of downtown to get coffee.
Here's a call.
Or Roast and Plant. You got Roast and Plant on Campus Marshall.
Here's a callback. Do you remember Cafe des Trois on Library
Sure
Street?
do.
So that's a little east, but not as east as you're talking.
No, not as east. But
you know what would be great? Used to be Harmony Park, now called Paradise Valley.
Yeah. That's
That
a
would
great
be-
spot. You put one right there.
That's
we in business.
untapped.
Yeah, untapped. Because again, if you think about big cities, bigger cities, right? There's a coffee spot almost on every other block. So there, you can do it, but it's just a matter of location. I think this is cool. I'm all for new businesses. I just feel like it may be an oversaturation.
You know what would be really cool? I think about a coffee shop I went to in Chicago, and there's like a triangle square up there over by the Gibson's restaurant. A coffee shop can be small in the middle of the park. Like, so for instance, in the middle of Paradise Valley or something like that. Like in the middle where it's surrounded with the seating.
They have that in between the two buildings of the Hudsons where you just got a little truck.
Oh, yeah, the Un, deux, trois. Yeah.
Un, deux, trois.
Yes. By the same people as Café Souterre.
Yep.
This next piece is in the East Side. The Marshall M. Fredericks Sculpture Museum is launching a new Spirit of Detroit sculpture studio on the Detroit Riverfront at Stanton Yards within the Little Village Cultural Corridor to honor the legacy of America's public sculptor. Planned as a flexible gallery and working studio, the space will showcase Frederick's sculptures and creative process while offering hands-on opportunities for artists, students, and community members, including a Riverfront artist studio for new public artworks in local neighborhoods. The project is part of a broader 13-acre Stanton Yards transformation that will feature art destinations, social spaces, ecological habitats, and waterfront access in partnership with Lumana Art Foundation, the Cranbrook Art Museum, and others. A preliminary $4 million fundraising campaign is underway, and museum leaders are inviting early investors to help kick off the construction and join what they describe as Detroit's, quote, waterfront renaissance, unquote. I'm so glad to see Marshall Fredericks get a little bit of love in the city of Detroit.
Yeah, it's been a while since we heard that.
He's the guy who did the Spirit of Detroit.
Yep.
He did, I know it's not technically in the city, but the old Eastland Mall.
Yep.
The Northland Mall.
Northland.
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 The sculpture. Fredericks is such an important, and his studio was in the city too.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you had to go out, you have to go all the way out to Saginaw, all the way out for that museum. I want to make that trip. I want to do a day trip.
Yeah.
Around the Fredericks
But
Museum.
it is a day trip.
But yeah, it's a day trip.
Yeah.
I want to do it. I want to stay a place. I want to do a whole little thing. I want to write about it on the site. But it takes a little bit of planning for that. I love to see something tied to Fredericks happening here in the city. And what's happening there in the Little Village neighborhood is nothing short of seemingly miraculous.
Yeah, and I'm also really excited because it's an investment into the arts, right? We talk a lot about the business community in Detroit, but the business community wouldn't be here if the arts community didn't make it cool. So you kind of got to have this back and forth, push-pull investment in both communities. And, you know, I think we have been very focused on the business community, not just in this show, but just in this city. But the arts community is what keeps the energy of your city alive. And to see that they want to pump some money into it, create more spaces for artists to put artworks in the neighborhoods. And that's another thing that I want to highlight, because you go to other spots, you see the little pocket parks, whether you be in New York or certain, some of the larger parks you see in Chicago, so on and so forth. And usually there's little elements of sculpture and public art that go along with it. We have a great muralist culture in Detroit that has grown over the past decade. I want to see a continuation of our sculpture culture. Say that 10 times fast.
I'm not going to try to.
But this is fundamentally a great thing, and I hope it's able to reach its fundraising dollars. And yeah, it's cool, man.
A Michigan judge has cleared the way for the state's new 24% wholesale tax on recreational marijuana to take effect January 1st. The Court of Claims denied a request from cannabis industry groups to pause the tax, ruling they're not likely to win their constitutional challenge that claims lawmakers improperly altered the voter-approved marijuana law. The new levy comes on top of the existing 10% retail excise tax and is expected to raise hundreds of millions of dollars a year for road funding, even as the lawsuit continues.
Listen, man, this was going to happen. It was going to happen. I hate to put it this way for friends of ours who may partake, but at the end of the day, weed is mad cheap right now. And
the many listeners will disagree with you.
Weed is mad cheap. And in many ways, significantly cheaper than alcohol, which is another reason why a lot of people are drinking way less. But ultimately, do we want the weed to pay for stuff. Yes, that was the purpose of it.
I was going to raise that point. I feel like part of the point of legalization was to create another, like, pot for potholes, right? Don't
Yes.
you remember that?
Yes, that was the purpose.
And it didn't really turn into that because we didn't charge enough.
Number one, we didn't charge enough, and number two, the city of Detroit dragged its feet, and now you can't. You really.
But
have
even statewide and
wreck it.
regionally.
Yeah.
Right.
But
and also,
yeah.
the other thing that happened was a number of municipalities who voted for it said also not in my neighborhood or not in my backyard.
Yeah, there was a number of things that
places
happened.
like Hazel Park has benefited greatly, right? Because it's been a small municipality that's been able to have a concentration of these things.
Yeah, and I bet in Hazel Park they would be able to say, like, here are some of the positive things that we've been able to do in terms of improvements to our city through these taxes. Listen, at the end of the day, it is a popular good, and popular goods should be taxed and raise money for things that make everyone's life better. I think that this extra tax is not going to deter anybody from buying weed. I don't think it's really going to price anybody out of anything based off the numbers that I've seen. And let's just move on. I feel good buying certain stuff, right, when I know it's going to something. You know, it's kind of like, you know how you buy like a sweater, like it'd be like a charity sweater, or like the Pistons come out with like a charity shirt, like, oh yeah, we gonna put out this and it's gonna go to the March of Dimes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel better buying that stuff. Me, knowing that it's going specifically to the road fund, it makes me feel better.
Would love to know what you think. dailydetroit@gmail.com on this or any of our stories. Let's move on. A new report says that our state continues to struggle to keep University of Michigan startups. U of M is a top producer of university spin-out companies, the report says, but about half of these successful projects are leaving Michigan for other states. Founders are often forced to move because Michigan lacks critical resources needed for scaling startups, specifically talent like experienced managers and engineers, adequate capital for later stage funding, and essential infrastructure like lab space. I will put a link to the whole thing in the show notes. Good reporting by Crane's Detroit Business.
Absolutely.
Well worth the read. Anna Fafelsky. Norris, what say you? I feel like I am very tired of reading the story. Not that we shouldn't cover it, not that we shouldn't talk about it, but this feels like Groundhog Day.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. All right, and maybe this is a controversial take, but I'm going to say this. Y'all scared of hard stuff. You scared, right? You scared that your margin ain't going to be big enough. You scared, right? You can move the talent here. Your margin just ain't going to be as big. You can train the talent. Your margin just not going to be as big. If you want to make a commitment to being here, you can be here. There's plenty of businesses that have done so. And not just ones that are in, consumer goods, not just the auto companies. There are people who have started companies in the city of Detroit and Metro Detroit. Let's take it just out of the city. Metro Detroit that are still here and are making things happen. My problem is that it feels like, particularly when it comes to tech, that the objective is to get big enough or to get enough engineers and get enough people so we can move to Silicon Valley or Austin. And that is annoying because now you just some other jerk in Silicon Valley or Austin. Why not be the guy in Detroit?
I hear you, but there are issues we have to address.
All right.
One, it is very hard to raise money here. It's very hard to raise money of the scale that you need to get these projects done. I can tell you as somebody who's been around projects, who's tried to do different things, they're just literally, this project could have been in another city. I could have taken their money and I can't get that money here. Okay? We have a problem of available capital here. We have a problem of risk aversion with the money people and investors that we have in this area. Our culture is based around that automotive. You go to work, low risk, have to have everything be 100% safe.
Right.
And that doesn't work for a startup culture.
Right.
Okay, so that is an issue. I think the back and forth, the inconsistency of our legislatures and our leaders has made it difficult to pin and say, oh, this cool thing is about to happen, because so many times things are infrastructure investments don't come through. I hear what you're saying, but I also say,
But all of these are changeable situations. This is where
I have been
you and
I've been
I
doing this
will
show,
disagree.
But I've been doing this show for 8 years, and the state hasn't done a great job of changing. We keep doing these reports.
Yeah.
Right? Let's grow. Like, look, I love what was in the Growing Together Michigan report.
Yeah.
What the hell happened out of it? Nothing.
Yeah. But I'm saying
But that's on us. So that's on us.
it is on us, but that I'm not blaming the business investors for that part. I'm saying we can change the situation in the state if we want to. That's why we have to report on these things, because if people are saying, "Oh wow, it's so hard to start a business. What can we do to make it easier to start a business in Michigan?"
Listen to the report that has all of it
Detroit.
lined out.
Yeah, let's do that, right? We can change that. My issue and why I say that a lot of the business owners aren't doing the things that, in my opinion, require them to become the guy is that I feel like some of those things you just outlined may not necessarily be issues for some of these people. You can raise capital from elsewhere. You don't have to just raise it here, right? Especially if your product is supposed to be national or international or global in nature anyway, right? So here's my point. I'm not trying to poo-poo what you just said because, again, we've been on this ride together in some ways and I know how it goes. But we're talking about things that people have been throwing money at. I mean, projects that people have been really excited to put money into. But for the simple fact that, oh, you are not in California, I reject that, man. I reject that.
I hear you, and I definitely see a lot of your points. I think back to an interview I did with the host of what was the Tech Meme Ride Home, and now it is the Tech Something Ride Home. I forgot that they had changed. They changed their name, but it's a daily podcast about technology. And he came on the show and talked. And he's somebody who lived for a while in Ann Arbor in Southeast Michigan. And one of the challenges that they say is like money follows money, and people invest where they feel comfortable, and they don't feel comfortable in Michigan.
Yeah, and I'm calling all those people jerks. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, scare money don't make money, man. Like, the way I feel about it is that when you have a group of people who had a lot of money that have come to Detroit and they have essentially been able to establish a small fiefdom to a point where almost everybody universally likes you, why not do that?
What I think is interesting too is that, like, and I'm not going to say, I'm not going to like say everybody likes somebody or whatever, but like you look at the work that people like Dan Gilbert and Ford have been able to do and basically like run the table. And the thing is that like Dan Gilbert's rich and all, but he's nowhere near like the richest guy in America. There's other people that have money. I mean, he's up there, but there's other people who within that.
And that's my point with this
company with that scale.
And that's my point with this. The level of investment or the level of capital that you would need to be able to start some of these businesses would be significantly lower in a place like Southeast Michigan as opposed to Silicon Valley, right? Sure, we could talk about the talent availability, but ultimately, at the end of the day, it's going to be cheaper to run your business here. And that's the part to me that I get frustrated with, that you just want to go be a part of the crew. You just want to go and be a part of the vibes. You don't really want to be the man. And I put a challenge out to our business community or a potential business community. I want to see who want to be the man. I know of a few people.
Or the woman.
Yeah, or the woman.
Or the they.
Or the they, right? But I'm going to put it out there because I do know of a few people who have made significant investment into the city because they want to be that person. And I put that same challenge out to y'all.
I would love to hear your feedback on this. dailydetroit@gmail.com. All right, Detroit Senate Theater is in trouble, and it's looking for some community support. The Senate Theater in Southwest Detroit is nearly 100 years old. It is volunteer run. It is a community project, and it's facing mounting financial pressure due to the need for costly building repairs. The nonprofit Detroit Theater Organ Society operates the venue, and according to a report on WXYZ, they need $150,000 for essential building maintenance to keep this thing together. People remember a while ago they did a fundraiser for their marquee. These things are not cheap to keep going. I'm really glad that this thing exists. I also bring this up in the context that so often people online talk about how we need movie theaters in the city of Detroit. And I know the Senate is a historic movie theater. I know the vibe is about the organ and old movies and stuff like that. I know that. But I also want to highlight that some of these things exist, and maybe with some modifications could be something that we all enjoy and go do and support what we have considering where we're at.
I mean, listen, I think supporting something like this is just cool anyway. 150,000, y'all, we can help out and get it there. I think that's not a crazy number that they would need in order to keep it rocking.
If I had the dollars or the access to it, I would love to do, like, they've got that LED marquee. I'd love to do like a Daily Detroit thing on there.
Yeah, and it's like, also at the same time, y'all know me, I'm ready to knock something over. But I think Southwest Detroit is a special case because it is one of those neighborhoods, is one of those areas of the city that has just always held on, always been strong, always supported what was there. And, sometimes they just need a little extra help. And I think this is one of those cases. Let's keep this landmark up. Let's keep it going. And everybody out there in podcast land, if you can help out, just search for that and see if you can help out in any way.
Yeah. All right, let's get in some mailbag.
What's my favorite?
Just a couple today.
Alrighty.
If you've got mail, dailydetroit@gmail.com. There's a contact form on our website, dailydetroit.com, or you can leave a voicemail, 313-789-3211. David, I heard you on a live stream a few weeks ago mention a junk pile near your house. I wrote in the comments to use the improved Detroit app. I was wondering if you were successful. I'm assuming that's towards me, David. Yes, I was. We got a bunch of people to report it. And eventually it did, in fact, go away. It is much better now. The improved Detroit app works, especially if you get some folks, like if you can raise a few different hands, especially.
You got to collectivize.
Especially on something so big.
Yeah.
Where it's going to take some city resources to do that. They were able to clear that out. It's much better to walk the dog. I also, in that same thing, David, I didn't link around to this, but I did the improved Detroit app on a water main break on Milwaukee, and that was fixed immediately.
We love that.
Within a couple ways. So if you're really upset about Detroit stuff, and I didn't mention it in the stream, and I should have back then, if you're a city resident, get the improved Detroit app.
Yep.
That's going to be far more effective than social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
John, this is for you.
Oh, okay.
Norris, what are your thoughts on the RoboCop statue? So we talked about, we actually had on our Instagram, you can go check it out, the video of it being delivered.
Yeah.
We had that episode.
Absolutely.
Last week. I'm very proud of that conversation. Of course, you always keep it real. So Norris, what are your thoughts on
I think it's great. Listen, if Philadelphia can have a statue of Rocky, we can have a great statue of a fictional character that was in Detroit, right? And I think the reason why there is pushback is because people sit back and they say, oh, it's not the greatest depiction of Detroit and it's all about Detroit's crime. RoboCop has nothing to do with Detroit's crime. If that is all you took away from watching RoboCop, you just have a fundamental misunderstanding of Verhoeven movies in general, right?
The director.
The director, yes. RoboCop fundamentally is an anti-capitalist movie. It is about the destructive nature of corporations, what they do to cities, and how their investment or divestment creates the conditions for crime. And then they sell back to you the solution for that crime by stripping your own humanity away from you. That's RoboCop. This statue as a piece of art, fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, the level of detail and all that into it, incredible. And the fact that it's in Eastern Market, incredible. But also for everybody who just thinks this is the worst representation of Detroit ever, I need y'all to lighten the hell up. Just enjoy something. Just enjoy something. Good Lord. Enjoy it. You know how many people are going to drive past this really cool statue of a really cool character that everybody of a certain age is going to remember. And now there's going to be a kid who'll be like, oh, wow, Dad, what's that? It's RoboCop. What's RoboCop? And then you can't show the movie to them for another few years. but eventually,
I mean, it's a fundamentally anti-capitalist movie, right?
That's the point of it. But that's the point of it. So
so it doesn't bug you that so some of the concerns I'll raise them that I've heard, that why are we celebrating a movie that wasn't shot in Detroit but about Detroit and maybe painted the city that they believe in a bad light?
Do you know how many movies about a city weren't shot in that city? Like, come on, y'all. That's not that's not a good reason. That's looking for a reason to be upset about somebody who put their heart and soul into a really awesome piece of art. And I'm not saying you have to like it aesthetically, sure, whatever. But like trying to use that as a cop out to say like, oh, this shouldn't happen, this shouldn't be a thing. Like, come on, y'all. These are the people who still want to listen to the same 5 Motown songs everywhere. That's who these people are. And
you want to take their aux?
Yeah, and I ain't down with y'all. Like, for real. RoboCop is a cool movie, man.
What's the next statue we should have?
I do think we need a statue of a few more real people. I know
another Joe Louis statue is coming.
Yes.
I know Austin Brantley did a really good one
But
recently.
we need like some other people. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I would love to see. There's still not a really great even though she didn't live in Detroit proper, she lived in Michigan, but we still don't have like a really great Sojourner Truth trophy sculpture. I would love to see potentially a sculpture. I mean, there's a number of people. We still don't have enough great sports statues outside of at Comerica Park. So there's a ton of statues that we probably should have in our public areas.
Can I make a suggestion you may hate? Because I know you want to take the aux.
Hit me with it.
I don't think we have enough that honors our music legends.
I agree. No, on that I agree. We don't have a Smokey Robinson statue. We don't have a Diana Ross statue. We don't even have a Barry Gordy statue. Like what?
Would you do that after their passing or before?
No, give people their flowers while they still around. Why not? Why not? Why do we always gotta wait for somebody to die to honor them? That's dumb. People are important. You know, let's let them know how important they are to us before they leave this earth.
With that, we are done for today. Your feedback, as always, dailydetroit@gmail.com. Thank you so much to...
We need a Blade Icewood statue. We ain't got a Blade Icewood statue. How about that?
He's just going to keep throwing statues at me as I wrap up the show. Thanks to Citybird and Ness for their support. Make sure to check them out at citybird.detroit.com. And, of course, thanks to our members on Patreon, patreon.com/dailydetroit. You can get yourself an excellent sticker set, $5 a month, or a little over $49 a year. You can help keep Daily Detroit on the air and in your inboxes. This local media project needs your support to survive. So please join us, patreon.com/dailydetroit. With that, I'm Jair Stays.
And I'm Norris Howard.
Thank you so much for listening. Remember that you are somebody, and we'll see you around town. Whew, a little bit longer episode today, but that's all right.
I hope somebody puts in the mailbag, who's Blade Icewood? I want to open that can of worms so bad on the show. I want that so bad. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Doc Darrow, Joe Louis the Southern Kitchen. I thought they were going to Southfield. Or are they going to Southfield and Woodward?
No, that's the restaurant. It might be both, but that's the restaurant that's going to be right next to Club Blue.
So it will be because it was in the
Yeah.
Because I know that I got a thing and an invite to go out to something in Southfield with them too.
Yeah, it could be both.
It could be both.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So then that would be
Southfield's pretty far.
But wouldn't that be then one in New Center and then one down there?
No, they might be moving the one from New Center to downtown.
Oh,
it's possible. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But it's possible.
Okay.
Which kind of makes sense. That makes sense.
Thank you, Doc Darrow. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was that. I can in my brain, like my brain wasn't braining. So,
Andrew McGee is adding Saxy's to the list.
Yeah, man, it was a cool spot. Will I call it my favorite bar in the city? No, but
what is your favorite bar in the city right now? Do you have a couple?
I got a few. It's hard to say. To start my night, my favorite place to go to is Shinning in the Siren wine bar, because you go there, you don't even have to sit down. Well, you can't sit down. There's only like 5 seats. But
you just stand up and slam wine?
Yeah, that's why it's cool though, because it's hard to get into. So you go there. I think Queens, if you're with friends, and the purpose is just get blue bat.
Queens, I really like Queens, but Queens you have to match the vibe for it.
Yeah,
you got to match the vibe for Queens.
You got to match the vibe,
because sometimes it can be very like hopping, and if you're not in that space yet,
overall,
you almost gotta you got to ramp up.
Yeah, overall, Sugar House is great.
Old standard.
Yep, Sugar House is great. Campers has Wow Factor. Campers in Monarch Club have Wow Factor.
Okay, that's what they do have. They have Wow Factor.
Are the drinks the best?
My food, no, and don't the food at Campers, no.
I don't really particularly care
I did
for
a
the
birthday
food.
thing. I really enjoyed the views and the drinks.
But it's really nice.
The
though.
food was, all right.
And the people. I do like
for
the people.
dinner,
at
I need
Campers.
portions. Just tell me it's snacks. Don't tell me these are mains if they're snacks.
No, they're snacks. They're snacks.
But don't sell me them as mains.
Yeah.
That's a common affliction.
Yeah. If I'm completely by myself and the purpose is for me to just go get drinks, actually same building, in the book tower, but you go to the little Japanese style bar around the corner.
I love the sign out front of that place.
Yeah, so you go there and they have one of the only Asahi nitro machines in like the Western Hemisphere. So you could get beer, Japanese beer. Yeah, it's great.
Let's see. Stina says that I got Oneida Flatware. My grandmother saved points and got me a 12-piece set for my college graduation.
That must have been some expensive ass forks and knives and shit if you're getting it for graduation.
I mean, I didn't get any graduation gifts.
I didn't either.
No, not a thing.
I got took to the MGM buffet.
If your family collected Betty Crocker General Mills points, I don't remember if Grandma did or not. I don't remember.
I do remember those points though.
Okay.
I do remember that being a thing. Yeah, this stuff expensive than the mud. You can mix and match. And like pick it out. Yeah, man, that's doing too much.
David Porter, good to see you. Southfield is pretty far. I agree.
You know what?
If you're okay, so here's the thing. This leads into something else I want to talk about.
Okay.
All right, unscheduled topic. There are a number of things I've seen online over the years where people are like, I'm really mad somebody didn't go to X or to Y. If you are visiting here to this place and you are a visitor, the idea that you're going from downtown Detroit to Southfield when you only have 3 days and you're going to burn
You ain't
30
doing that.
minutes in a car out there and back.
You ain't doing that.
You can put in any neighborhood you want. Nobody's doing that.
You're not doing that. You're not.
Now, is it worth it to drive? Here's the other thing. When I'm out, I have a rule. Once I have drank my second drink, I do not get in the vehicle again. That is my thing.
Yeah.
So if I'm out, but I am not hopping in a car and driving to another bar.
No.
I'm just not. I will stay there. I will get an Uber. I will do. I've done transit before because I'm weird. But
but you'll kick it. You have friends.
have friends.
Yeah.
Whatever. But like if I'm out, the idea that I'm going to change up my direction so much that I'm going to drive 20 minutes and put people, no, that's not going to happen.
But not even just drinking, dude. Like it took for me to go to other places and recognize how far stuff is in Metro Detroit because I'm used to it, right? Like I used to drive from Brightmore all the way to 13 and Van Dyke to go to the Butterfly, right? Because it was like the only arcade left. Bro, that took like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a long. That is this. It took the same time to drive to Ann Arbor.
One of the reasons our podcast is so much bigger than our YouTube is because people are driving.
They in the car.
They're in the car all the time.
So Southfield is far. Like even though
it's not far, but it's far.
No, it's far. It's far.
Really?
Even though it's
I mean,
just
straight up the lodge. Here it's not. It's easy. Wait.
It's because
it's easy
from
but
down
it's not
here, but
close.
it ain't close.
It's easy, but it's not close.
Right. Just like
Because I had to run up to one of the TV stations because for some stuff, and like it was easy.
Somebody told me
close.
that about the airport. They're like, yeah, the airport is a straight shot, but it ain't close. And I'm like, yeah, it's actually a good point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you, because I do this thing where I watch like travel vloggers when they come to Detroit, because I'm interested in what like complete and utter outsiders' perspective of Detroit is, particularly now. And like, you know, I get a little frustrated because they be in the same like 4 square miles. But also when you think about it, I mean, the island of Manhattan is basically like the west side of Corktown to like Belle Isle. That's like the whole island of Manhattan, north to south.
Yeah.
Like
and if you're traveling, so here's the thing, specifically if you're traveling, if it's only your first or second time, you have like a focused zone that you're in. It's hard to get to different places. This changed my thinking on it, all right? Watching that NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
Watching that NFL draft and seeing how many people did not leave downtown.
Didn't have to.
They did a wonderful job with so many things. As I said, it was an exit interview for Mayor Mike Doug, and I would love to actually have him on the show for an exit interview of our own and kind of our style. But one of the things that I thought would be that it was interesting was talking about the success of the draft, and they do deserve flowers for the success of the draft and it being incident free and all that other stuff. But we packed 750,000 people or whatever the hell it was downtown. And when I went to a party out in Corktown, I walked it. Okay, barely a soul. Barely a soul until I get there, and what I realized was if I didn't know what to do, these people wouldn't know what to do. And we've got to build that connection, especially with that Detroit City FC Stadium, Michigan Central.
I think something's
got to happen, like a people mover connection or something.
Yeah, you got to have a tram or something, man. Like just making that, just buses. It's gonna be rough, man.
For tourists,
that's what I'm saying. For tourists, like you gotta make it a tram, and it's not just.
Well, that's why so much is going up and down. You see so much of this stuff that goes up and down the queue line because if you're here from nowhere. You don't know the bus tells you. Our bus stops don't have e-ink displays. They don't have anything that tells you when they're arriving.
Yep.
Not like because other cities have that. When you go to Chicago, you go to wherever, there's Columbus, there's e-ink displays. Oh, bus is coming in 15 minutes. Okay, cool.
Oh, and also the bus comes in 15 minutes. But
yes. I was at Penzies at South. Penzies is unique. I was at Penzies at Southfield and 13 Mile today, Stina says.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
But your point.
Yeah, it's far.
Yeah,
like
and
Southfield
and be real about it.
Southfield and 13 is far AF. Think about it like this: if you're a kid and you grew up in Lafayette Park, and somebody says you're older now, but you stay mostly in the city, and now you got somebody you about to meet up with, and they say, "Oh, I'm on 13 in Southfield." To be fair, I wouldn't be shocked if that person was like, "Damn, that's far as hell." From Lafayette Park? Yeah, it's a nice ride.
I mean, I'd do it.
I would do it too, but I'm saying that I wouldn't be shocked if that person said, like, that's far as hell.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be that upset about that. You know?
Cena says, yes, far.
It is. And also the thing is, MSP is 10 minutes from downtown is Minneapolis, or I'll just say Twin Cities.
So that's their airport.
That's MSP. Their airport. MSP is 10 minutes from Twin Cities, but here's the thing. They also have a tram that you can take from the airport to downtown Minneapolis, and you don't have to drive.
Yeah. Andrew McGee, did Jairus say that they were adding BRT to Jefferson? I'll do a quick recap. They are doing a pilot version of BRT that they've been trying to roll out on Jefferson. If you go down Jefferson Avenue, you will actually see
the
platforms.
Stops.
Those are not temporary. They're like, I don't know what the right word is, interstitial. They're platforms that they've been putting in.
Oh, good word.
There you go.
See,
I got words.
Okay.
It's not like cement or whatever.
No, they can move it if need be.
If need be. But these platforms are set up so that buses don't have to dip in and dip out. They also help protect the bike lanes all the way up East Jefferson. You will see them now, and you will see riders use them now. I've posted some stuff on our Instagram stories. I should recycle that information, especially with the next time that there is a new update. I also want to mention that I want to do an episode on this, but if you are a transit rider, get the transit app. It is now Royale. Their premium version is now free thanks to the Regional Transit Authority. You can even get a custom app icon for DDOT or Smart, but it's free, which allows a lot more route planning and things like that. So it's something to definitely check out. But yes, they are starting to work on those kind of things. I think Jefferson is a great corridor for that because it's got a lot of usage, but it's not as heavily stressed as other routes like Woodward or whatever. So if they need to figure something out, it's okay.
It's a good way. It's a good street to start BRT on because you want to hit a number of different types of communities to see who's actually going to utilize the BRT. You know, you'll be able to get good demographic information because you're going to be hitting downtown, the villages, the points, Belle Isle, Gold Coast, as well as people who come down further, Jefferson Chalmers. Like, there's a lot of different communities from varying economic levels that you'll be able to see, like, okay, who is actually riding the bus? And then from there, you'll be able to see, like, where do we need to further invest in? Jefferson's good for that. So I'm excited.
Well, and that's one thing, too, is that a number of people have said to me, we need to figure out what actually are the trends and patterns, because we could make a lot of assumptions, and sometimes assumptions make a ass out of you and me.
There you go.
I know that's a cheesy old saying.
Nah, but it's true, man. So I'm excited to see what ends up happening with the BRT, because it's going to be the best that we have for the foreseeable future, unless we, out of nowhere get some crazy federal money to expand the People Mover, which I have finally accepted is probably the only way above ground rail gets expanded. Is the People Mover is just going to have to basically become the loop. And we'll just have to build off that, because anything else just seems woefully inefficient.
I don't know if he's going to get it or not, but I am sending to producer Adam photos that I took of said BRT, of the BRT platform that I saw. I don't know if he'll be able to get it up on screen or not, but I'm sending him my photos now. So we'll see if we can make magic things happen. Stina says that they love the transit app, and she's leaving a lot of comments because she's making up for missing the last live.
That's fair, and we appreciate you. I got a gripe. I got a gripe with the city of Detroit. I got a gripe, and I'm gonna say it right now. All right, y'all. Y'all know I live downtown, and it's cold out, so I actually have been taking the People Mover. That is what it's good for.
Wait,
right?
what? You've been on the People Mover?
I've been on the People Mover.
Stop the presses.
Yep,
What?
I've been on the People Mover. Nah, I still mostly walk. But I went out the other night, and it was just too cold. So I said, look, the People Mover is there, and I can't be a supporter of mass transit and continue to be this hateful towards the People Mover. All right, let me say this, y'all, about the People Mover. And I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to look dead in the camera, and I'm going to speak to you, city of Detroit, and the powers that be. There's nowhere in the world that the heaters shouldn't work. All right? There's no way the heaters on the platform should not work. It is December, bro. I don't know what light switch y'all need to fix, but do it, because it's mad cold, hella cold, and y'all need to change that up. Anyway, on the screen, we going to show you these bus rapid transit platforms. But City of Detroit, I hope y'all hear me and fix them heaters, because it's cold.
So, yeah, you can see the, I think they're up there. I think they'll be up there again, the platforms, and kind of see what they look like. And I mean, they were like rubberized and plastic, and they give a place for the bike things. I think it's a great in-between thing to see what works. Sometimes you got to try stuff.
Yeah, listen, I'm down for the experimentation. I think, you're gonna have a opportunity to not just gather the data, but also just see how it affects the flow of traffic, right? Because we've said many times, like, Jefferson's is one of those streets that, like, it might be too big.
Might be.
I know it is.
Have you ever tried to cross it on foot?
Yes.
It's like Frogger.
Yes. It's not
like
as bad
Frogger.
as Gratiot
We
or
have
Grand
a
River.
mutual friend who's extremely well dressed all of the time.
Quite often.
I will not use their name.
I know who it is, though.
But they used to live off Jefferson.
Yep.
And the absurd idea
that person would try to cross Jefferson on foot.
cross Jefferson on foot in a suit.
Yeah.
Like, he must have been tripping on the cracks and snow.
Nah,
He was staying over by Indian Village.
He was falling into potholes. The point is,
The whole pothole.
he just
had to pull him out.
Yeah. Like the little pipes on Mario. Like, but,
I also can only imagine if you're somebody who is differently abled or has challenges, scooter, wheelchair. I see that stuff when I go to the Rivertown Mire.
See, Stina, we should report all the People Mover heaters on the Improved Detroit app. You're correct.
Yes,
There
go
you go.
around.
That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, it's all of them. It's every platform. It's all of them. But anyway, the point is, going back to Jefferson and Bus Rapid Transit, I'm excited to see what they do, because I think also you'll be able to begin to make the case of, all right, we're not going to spend the money on reducing the street, but what we will do Just cut it off and make dedicated lanes for the buses.
Which I think is good because there's some of the things. So over on Warren Avenue on the east side, I've noticed on the ride in, they have now put bike lanes and parking lanes on what was 4 one-way lanes on East Warren.
That's so
now it's just 2 lanes. Now it's just 2 lanes, and now they have park lanes and whatever. Because that thing was so wide.
One ways are dumb in general for the most part in 2025.
I think that's an artifact from the old streetcar lines.
It is.
Because the forest went the other way, and there was a big hub over there back where I live on the east side.
It's like that on North End, too.
Because where I live on the east side was the old border.
Yep.
And so that was a hub of the streetcar lines until you transitioned out.
Yeah. Mr. Duckett, I'm taking my family of 5 downtown for Christmas dinner. Any advice on a restaurant will maximize the Christmas feels? $500 max. To maximize the Christmas feels.
Christmas feels specifically.
That's specific.
Oh, you know what? You know where I went? You know where I went? I didn't include it in the show. Moots.
Yeah, Moots is not bad.
It had a lot of holiday stuff.
Yeah, Moots actually is not bad.
Really good pasta.
I don't know if you want to do pizza and pasta, though.
I mean, good salads, too.
Yeah.
The salad was
You got Olin around the corner.
Olin, there you go. Is there kids in this party, or is it all adult humans?
If his kids don't go, if his kids go to Moots over Olin.
For sure. But you could bring all adults to Olin, too.
Correct.
Or to Moots as well.
Correct. But maximizing the Christmas feels. I went to Adelina, but you're going to spend way more than $500.
That's true.
If you got 5. Let me see. But maximizing the Christmas, that's the sticking point, is because I'm not sure who would give you maximum Christmas vibes.
Because you would be good value for money, but maybe not good Christmas feels is the... what is that Mediterranean restaurant in the district of Detroit?
Layla. Oh, no. Sahara?
Sahara.
Yeah.
That would definitely
Sahara
maximize the dollars.
Well, you got the lights over there. Sahara could be nice.
That's true.
Sahara's a good
all the lights
shout.
with the truck there, and then there's the new Pingree over there.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
That's another thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Lumen. You might be getting close with the $500 for Lumen. But that's not quite downtown either.
But no, it's downtown.
Would you would consider it? Yeah, it's downtown.
Oh, yeah.
It's downtown.
Listen, to everybody but us townies, downtown
That's
is anywhere
downtown.
from here to the new center.
No, you're right. And then there's one more place that Park too expensive.
Yeah, I agree.
But that
Tasty.
would be maximum Christmas vibes.
For sure. For 5, yeah.
Max Christmas
So what
vibes.
we're really talking about is $100 a plate.
$100 a plate. 3 adults, 2 kids. I think do Moots
Walk through all the Christmas stuff on Woodward.
or the alleys.
The alleys, yep.
Yep.
And you know what? Because Moots is right on the other side of Nick Gilbert Way. Yep. Have the kids play with the ballerina thing. Get shots in front of the Bears.
Yep.
Get shots in front of the Bears.
Yep.
Buy the kids some new boots at Timberland.
There you go.
Or the Nike store.
There you go. There you go.
Apple stores, right? All the things.
All the things.
In fact, you can even shoot over to Capitol Park real quick.
Or you could go right around the corner, slide over there to Campus Marshals, do your little ice skating.
Oh, and then there's the Christmas market right there.
Christmas market's right there.
Yeah.
3 blocks.
Yeah.
There you go.
And you know what? If you're bringing kids, Moots will be friendly.
Moots.
Do Moots. There's stuff that they can eat.
Yeah,
I mean, not the kids can't listen.
No, but kids be picky eaters.
But I have a cousin nephew that loves sushi, so.
But kids be picky eaters. And I don't know, what's your parenting style. I'm just saying, for me, it was I had to eat wherever my mama was, and I didn't have a choice. But sometimes they want to be nice to their kid.
The pizzas are actually really good.
Not the pizzas do slap.
They are good. Doc Taro says Sweet Green opened today, right? Yes, it did. I didn't cover it in the show because it airs tomorrow, and we've talked about Sweet Green a lot. I will mention it in the newsletter.
Yeah.
When we talk about it in the show, maybe next week, it's after we've had it.
I mean, I've had it.
No, but that location.
Oh, no.
Taking pictures, blah, blah, blah. I actually might go down there and pick that up on the way home for a quickie thing on the newsletter. I might do that. I might do that.
You could.
Mr. Duckett says, thanks, fellas. We have a plan. You'll have a good time. And by the way, another pro tip. Park for free in the Z Garage.
Yes.
When you go to Moots. So you get 3 hours free parking. Go to Moots. There's a little scan code at the door. Don't skip the scan code.
Make sure you
for the
scan
Metropolis parking, because that'll save you free parking, I think, for 3 hours.
That'll save you $20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Writing company, too expensive. For 5 people, he gonna hit more than $500.
And with kids,
he gonna hit more than $500.
Well, and with kids, it just won't. Although some of their menu items are accessible, I don't think of that as like a.
Yeah.
And listen, we don't have Devin O'Reilly here right now, and I actually have a number of people asking us for suggestions
Christmas,
for going out with
yeah.
kids, I'm going to leave it to Devin and Cheyenne. Like, I want to do an episode with the two of them on.
Yeah.
They're the resident parents. I have things I've observed, but I am not a parent. I am only a doting cuz nephew.
And I'm a weirdo kid, I was a weirdo kid, so I liked
You
to.
was a weirdo kid. Go figure.
Yeah, I like to eat at them kind of places. So
You were the kid who ate sushi, weren't you?
well, I can't. I'll die. But
Yeah.
I like to do stuff like that. Like I was the kid. I was like the kid who ate like real ramen, not like dollar store ramen. Like
Did you drink a little hug?
yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure you.
No, listen. I'm still one of the people. I'm just saying that. Like I said, when my
so
mom,
much more about you makes sense now.
but like when my mom,
When is your
would go
mom
to-
coming on?
I gotta get schedule her with. She's excited. We talked about it over last week.
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
I
it's cool.
I want your mom
talked about
in.
it. We talked about it, but yeah, like when she would go somewhere, like if we were going to, I don't know, the Macaroni Grill or something like that, or PF Chang's. That was one. We'd go to PF Chang's. Yeah, I had to find something at PF Chang's to eat.
Underrated thing at PF Chang's, at least to me, I love the lettuce wraps.
Oh, the
with
lettuce
the chicken.
wraps are classic.
I make them at home.
Yeah, that was a
I
classic.
make them at home too because I'm just so much
That's part
into
of why
them.
you went to PF Chang's.
Oh, 100%.
Like, what the hell? That was why you went. Yeah, but PF Chang's was a spot.
You know what dish I miss from my past, from those chain eras?
Yeah.
The Applebee's blackened chicken Alfredo.
Classic.
Classic.
For real. Classic. Friday's potato skins.
Yes. Okay.
Friday's potato skins.
Here's an old school thing. Do you remember when there was a Bennigan's downtown?
do.
Oh,
Sure do. I remember when the Blue Nile was downtown.
Blue Nile. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Still good. No hate.
Nah, but Blue Nile downtown hit.
Yeah.
They need to come back.
I mean, they're such a small operation.
I don't care.
They're tiny. They're like
I don't want to
they
drive
like
all the
time
way
off-
out
they,
there.
like they take time off to go to Africa.
They do. They do.
That's why it's worth going to Ferndale for it.
It is, because they'll never be open.
They'll never be open. You just got to time it between their trips of spices.
Yeah, you guys just be like, dang, they done went back to Eritrea or wherever to get some spices. And
I don't know which one. I'm sorry. Just the way you said it was funny. That was hilarious.
Yeah, like, whatever. But anyway, I hope those are some good suggestions for you, Mr. Duckett. But yeah, I think moods will suit you of what you got going on, and the kids will enjoy it, and it'll be festive all around there. Here's what I will say: do not, and I'm telling, this is true. Do not, I repeat, do not go there on Friday. Do not.
Why not?
It's gonna be too crazy. It's gonna be too wild. You talking about going down there where it's gonna be holiday Fridays.
That's the point, though. That's
nah,
the point.
but it's gonna be. But you got.
If you're gonna go, you know what? Call ahead. Call ahead.
No. I'm not talking about just the restaurant. I'm talking about the whole area, because Deluxe Flux is gonna be open. Standby is gonna be open. Queen's gonna be open. It's just gonna be a lot of riffraff. And if you with your kids, I'm not sure if that's
Depends how late. Depends how late.
Yeah. Okay. If you go at 5, you good.
5, 6, something like that.
You
You're
go
good.
at 5. If y'all out there at 10:30, it's a wrap.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Don't be out there at 10:30. Go early.
Go earlier.
Yeah.
Go earlier. Go. Yeah. Later it's a different crowd.
Different crowd.
Listen, I'm off the streets at 9:30.
See,
And
I
not
might
because-
be
that's
just
when
leaving.
you're going out. Listen.
Yeah, I might be just leaving.
Well, and it's not because I'm scared or anything.
No,
it's
I know.
I like to read books.
Yeah, so do I.
I know, but
You know me, I'm just a night person in general.
you're
I
a
just-
night person,
I
and
like the night.
you also. Well, maybe you would find somebody, but I had a different pattern when I was single.
This is also true. I gotta go hunting. Like I got to. I don't have a choice.
You have to be out there
I
with
gotta,
the people
I gotta be on the prairie.
on the prairie. I love living vicariously through you.
I am on the Serengeti right now. Like, it is what it is. This is life.
We don't have a link to the profile for you to swipe right on. Sorry.
Please, nope. Nope.
Producer Adam, don't find that.
Nope. Please don't. But yeah, with that said, man, I got to split because I got a prior engagement.
We got to go. Yeah, it's been fun though. It's good to see
been real.
everybody.
You know what we should do? We got to do a special just live stream. No plan. Let's just open the mics. We should do an all mailbag live stream before New Year's.
Yes. And we will also have, and I want to make sure Devin O'Reilly is part of this, our predictions episode.
We do have to have our predictions episode.
And I want to get it done before we're rushing in the middle of the holiday.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You got some things to look forward to, America.
At least Detroit and Metro Detroit, Michigan.
I said what I said.
If any of you are anywhere across America, not in Michigan, let us know. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know we've got listeners, but on the live stream.
I don't care.
Okay. I appreciate you, man. Well, I know you got to get out of here. We got to wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you so much for being a part of this Daily Detroit community. Thank you so much to our members on Patreon, patreon.com/dailydetroit. Thanks to the folks over at Techtown, where our studio is. It's always warm and toasty, even though it's cold outside. I think I'm going to go find some sweet green and take some
Please
pictures.
stay warm, y'all. Stay warm. If you do not have to be outside, there's not enough snow to shovel. If your kids want to go outside, the answer is no. And everybody be safe, man.
Keep your dogs inside.
Keep your dog. Yes, do not.
Detroit Animal Care and Control and Friends of the DACC put out a good thing about the temperatures that dogs can actually handle, and they're high. Like they can't handle as much as you think that you might be able to do. That's one thing. And the other thing is, if you're looking for a nonprofit that's helping people out with coats and things, check out the Empowerment Plan.
Yes.
They do a lot of cool stuff over on the east side. I stay over near them. They do some really cool stuff. I want to have Veronica on the show to talk about her journey because it's really interesting. They're coming up on some big milestones, and it's really important stuff. They've been around the city for a long time. I remember writing a blog post talking about a video that went viral about them like 10 years ago. I love people who are still doing it and keeping people employed. It's absolutely awesome.
I'm going to just share this last little bit of news.
Okay. We got news.
So it's old news. It's from last week, but it just shows you how stuff gets served up to you. I'm going to just read the headline. Detroit cop accidentally shoots self in the buttocks at Detroit Detention Center. Merry Christmas.
With that, I'm Jer Stays.
And I'm Norris Howard.
Thank you so much for watching. Remember that you are somebody, and we'll see you around Detroit.